I have a PlayStation.
Yeah,
I know how to drive this car. Welcome to another video. I'm here with Mike, and this is his beautiful R34 that we are enjoying. Today we are going to be talking about the differences between the GTS-T and the GT-R. So if you're looking for an R34 and you're like, is it a clone? Is it not? This is what you need to know.
If you're trying to find an R34, there's a few things you can look for. Like, depends how far the guy before you went to make it a clone. The most obvious would be the engine. But some guys do engine swaps. They'll swap out the RB25 for a 26.
Yeah.
But then you're still not getting the all-wheel drive. You're not getting the all-wheel steer. But from at first glance, you're not going to be able to see that unless you look underneath.
Right.
But from the interior-wise, there's a lot of obvious things. So the first thing would be the multifunction display. Only the GTRs had it, and it's almost impossible to put it into anything else because the dashboard's not cut out for it.
Right.
Second thing would just be the lights on the outside. GTRs had clear markers on the fenders, which can be switched out. The rear lights, there's only a single rear for a reverse light on the GTRs, only a single rear. The other light would be a red, it's called European fog light. So it lights up red when you're on the highway. If it's foggy, whatever, they turn them on, they light up red. And then also the headlights. The GTRs had HOD headlights.
Okay.
GTS-Ts are just regular headlights.
Gotcha.
But the main thing would be the dash, because who's going to swap out a whole dash to try to wire up an MFD? That doesn't work.
Yes. That is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
And the fact that you could find a GTR interior.
Yeah, that which is almost impossible.
Yeah.
Nobody gets rid of it.
No.
I'm looking for interior parts for mine. If anyone knows, let me know.
Yeah.
Little things, little bibs and bobs, and they're impossible to find. They just don't exist.
Parts are a special thing for certain things. I know when we had the R32, we switched out our front bumper. I put it up for sale on Marketplace, and within like 4 hours, I had probably 30 messages. I didn't put it at a crazy price. Like, I think it was like $250 or something, which is like a fair price for urethane bumper for anything, really.
Right.
And yeah, it was like all over the world. Like, people like in like Denmark, and there's a guy in Belgium, people all over across Canada and the US are just like, oh, like, blah, blah, and it's just like, wow, I probably should have put this at more higher price. Yeah. So you've had your GTR for 4 years?
Yeah.
So you bought them before the price bubble.
Yep.
We are in Canada. 15 years is the import law here. In the US, it's 25, so we get to have GTRs before.
Before the US people,
Interestingly enough, GTRs, R34s have held their value quite well comparatively to like R32s and not some of the other models. And I feel like the prices now are artificially high based on speculation of what the US market will see in like 6 or 7 years when they become available.
Yeah.
But you got in before.
Yeah, just before everyone realized, oh, these are legal now? And then everyone just jumped on them. I've been waiting since Gran Turismo 2 to get one of these, so that's, you know how old I am now. So the second it was legal, I jumped on it.
Why the R34 over the R32? I mean, because at the time, the R32 would have been quite cheap as well, right? Like,
absolutely. It's the stigma of the name. I was pricing out an R32 and I almost bought it, but at the time, I had to grow up and move out of my parents' house, so I figured a car wasn't going to be a good choice. By the time that was all done, the 34s were legal, so I'm like, well, I'm getting a 34. I mean, just money. Yeah. It's just that easy. Yeah, it's the stigma of the name. Everybody wants an R34 GT-R. Anyone who knows the car, like a true fan of the car, knows what it is, knows what it can do, knows what it's capable of. When I first got this car, oh, you got 34. Everyone right away thinks 1,000 horsepower, flame-spitting monster. Not quite. I mean, I can do that if I put money into it. But again, it's just the stigma of the name.
Yeah, I think,
and everything that comes with it.
One of the things that North America doesn't know about GTRs, just because they're so exotic versus like other parts of the world, is how good of cars they are just for cars. A car that is like purposeful in the sense that it's a race car, or it's like built for whatever. It's really good at that one thing, and then it sucks at like everything else. It's just like, it handles really well, but it sucks to drive like across public roads.
Yes.
Or whatever. And one of the things that I feel like is maybe missed with the current like craziness around GTRs is just like how good of cars they are. Like, you can take a GTR and drive it across the country and not want to die and kill yourself. Like, it's an enjoyable car to drive in really any condition. Now, 1,000 horsepower, that's another thing, but like relatively stock GTR with like stock clutch and blah blah blah. Like, it's a great car. Like, you could drive it as a daily, and if the prices were reasonable, because we lived in a different universe, like people just drive their GTR and it'd be like a thing, and you'd just be like, oh yeah, nice car, kind of quick,
Yeah.
kind of deal, but just like is a great car all around. Great in the snow, 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
It'd be like the new Subaru.
Right. Well, the original Subaru.
The original Subaru. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a great car. The handle's amazing. Obviously, this one's got some mods on it, so it makes it a little bit more rougher on the road. The suspension's a little bit stiffer than stock. Clutch is a little bit stiffer, blah, blah, blah. But overall, it still handles great. The gas mileage is phenomenal, even though it's been tuned. I get wicked gas mileage on it, considering it's a 6-cylinder, an old straight 6.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean,
Right.
yeah, you have to use higher octane, but I'm not burning it. I'm not watching the gauge drop.
Right.
Unless I'm pushing on it.
So you do have new injectors on this car?
Yes. Yeah, I had to just for maintenance wise. It was the car when I got it.
So they're not bigger.
They are bigger.
Okay, they are bigger.
The original factories were 440 cc. I have 750s in them now.
Okay.
Because I plan on upping power, down the road. A lot of people, true car guys and tuners will know that the limit of your fuel is the limit of your power. So if you guys say a 750 cc injector, you're not going to make more than 700 horse, ever. So that's where your capping's at.
Yeah.
So the car from factory, I believe they were in 350, supposedly. I mean, they only registered at 250 because of Japanese, whatever they had their deals with. But they were only 440 injectors, so they would never ever go above that. It's just not enough fuel. Right. It will never reach that.
Yeah. So right now the car is running aftermarket ECU. Upgraded turbos ish. A lot of this stuff was done before you got it.
A lot of it was done. Whoever owned it before me in Japan had it set up for a track setup.
Right.
Suspension's a little bit stiffer. Just the stuff that's in it that I can see that the mods that were done. I think they probably did a lot of motocrossing or some sort of tracking with it.
That's the way to go. Honestly, if you're looking for JDM cred, and it's crazy expensive to get parts from Japan here and find them. And
GTR tax.
So just buy one that's already been totally built.
Yeah, it's just that easy.
In Japan.
Just go on
Just
eBay.
go back in time.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, you could only see the future. Yeah, I would have a few GTRs by now.
Right? All parked in the garage.
Yeah, and I'd be like, those are the ones that I sold.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I'm keeping.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. If I knew then what I knew now, absolutely I would do that.
Yeah,
Buy a couple, bring them in, park them, and just...
Taking out a third mortgage, hun.
Just for a little while.
Just for a little while.
Trust it'll pay for itself.
It's going to be all right.
It's a little late now. Prices have astronomically gone up.
So here's a question. Is it worth buying one even at today's prices? No?
No. I think they're way overpriced.
For what they are?
For what they are. Don't get me wrong. I'm obviously a huge fan. I love the car. But the prices are artificially being, inflated, I guess I'd say?
Sure.
Because of demand. Like you said, supply and demand. They became legal in Canada, so a lot of companies started to kind of almost flood the market, but then raising the prices. Like you said, only a select few people can actually afford that actually want the car. Like you're getting into a real niche market. Yeah. Once it become legal in the States, that's going to now be exponential because money flows a little bit easier over there, but then there's even fewer people that know what the car is that actually are huge fans that actually want to pay that kind of money for that car. Yeah. For the price of it within 4 years, they've quadrupled in price in 4 years, which I think is ridiculous.
I mean, so the R32, the prices have doubled, maybe tripled. And part of that is for the R32s specifically becoming legal in the US and then having like a population of 10 million people minus the ones that actually know what the GTRs are.
Yep.
Going out and being able to purchase them and bring them in the country and great. Here's the thing though, an R32, even today, 35 grand is still obtainable for most people. It's not cheap. I do not have a ton of money and I'm not just like, yeah, 30 grand, no deal. But like for cars, if you're buying a new car, like 30 grand, it's not cheap, but it's not insane. It's achievable. If you're like, this is what I want to do. I'm going to put my mind to it. I'm going to work. I'm going to save, I'm going to retire and have one of these. Like, it's doable. You can do that.
You can do 30 grand, yes.
You can do 30 grand. The R34s though,
yes,
are like 80 to like
plus.
100 grand.
Plus,
or 200 grand.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen
depending what you're getting.
Some Nismo,
ring, some really weird,
like special
those
version 2 for like 180 US, 180,000 USD. That is not, and I think the prices are on speculation that they will go up in the US because worldwide demand hasn't gone up that much higher. Like nothing has happened. R34s have always held their value worldwide really well. Like even to buy one in Australia where you could get one, or New Zealand or Japan, like 50, 40 grand for a really clean one. So like it was still a modern, expensive car, if you will. The prices have gone crazy based on really what's happened to the R32, not what's happened to the R34.
Right.
I get it, and I do think the prices go up, and I think people want them, and the US market will take the price up. But how many people can afford like $100,000 to $200,000 car in the US, and have they already purchased them somewhere else and are just sitting on them? I I can't see the prices going. I know you think the prices are going to go up like quite a bit more when they hit
I think
US.
they'll go up. I know what you're trying to say. Like, of those people that can afford that 200,000, how many of those now want an R34?
Right.
So again, it's a very niche market.
And are they waiting? Because
are they waiting?
Can just buy one now.
You're right. The ones that can't afford it probably already own it, and it's parked somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
they can have it at home and have it in your garage. And people that have that kind of money have a garage that they actually live in.
And you can take it to the track. And
they can drive it now. You just can't put plates on it.
Here's another question. This is another topic. This is something I've always wondered. So when I had my R32 and we drove through the US, the nice thing is like it's a car that normal people don't pay attention to because they're just like, man, it's a car.
Yeah. What is that thing?
Like it's an older car, and then but like people who know GTR, they're like, oh man, it's like a special moment.
I know that face.
Yeah. Now I've always wondered driving an R34 in the US.
Oh, it's
like that's got to be.
There's two types of people. There's one person that knows what the car is, like, oh my god, R34, and they're trying to take pictures, and they almost sideswipe you trying to take pictures.
Yeah.
Which is true stories, happen many, many times on I-75. People look straight, please. There's a second type of person that don't know what it is, but they realize, hey, you're on the wrong side of the car. So now they're looking at you like they don't know what it is. So there's only two types of people. And well, maybe a third type that don't care.
Yeah, don't notice at all. Yeah. I would imagine the fanboy like R34
it happens
is
constantly,
like that's a real thing, even in Canada.
Yes, I mean they're not all over the place here. They're still rare. I mean, even 32s. I mean, you don't see them a lot.
Well,
there's more.
They build a lot more 32s.
Yes, there's a lot more made. Yes, and they're easier to get. They're cheaper.
Yeah.
You're basically getting almost the same car.
Yeah.
It's just the 34's got a couple little more toys. It's a little updated.
I will say, in the 5 minutes I've driven your car, it feels very different than the R32.
It's different.
If I was blindfolded and I got in both of them, I wouldn't have said they were the same car.
Mind you, there's a couple mods on this too that make the driving different.
Yeah.
Clutch has been upgraded, so it's a little bit stiffer.
Yeah.
Things like that. I've driven both a 34 and a 32.
Even the size of the steering wheel.
Steering wheel is smaller. Yes, it's an aftermarket.
Yeah, that's true.
That's going to change your handling and your amount of torque you're able to put on the wheel. It's going to change the feel, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've driven both 34, 32. I find the 32 is way nimbler. It feels like a lighter car.
It does.
It picks up faster. Even if you have a comparable power, 32's bang for buck, 32, I'd say.
I enjoy driving the 32 a lot.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a very fun drive, and it feels like a true driver's car because it's just, you feel things. It's I don't know what the word I'm trying to find for it, but it has a mechanical feel, I suppose.
The road feel.
You're connected. It has road feel and stuff like that. I haven't driven the R34 enough to give like critiques on it, but it feels a lot more
beefy.
It feels beefier, heavier, but it also feels like more machiney. I don't think that's
I know
the right word, but
I know what you're trying to say.
It feels more modern. It does feel more modern.
Compared to times,
but not to the point where like it's a luxury car where you're like, it's modern, it's smooth, everything it's not that.
Smooth.
It's not that. It's still like, it's still an animal. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the R32 feels a little bit more approachable and just sort of like easy to drive almost.
Yes.
And comfortable.
Very easy to drive.
But like really responsive, like great feel back, like just wow, this is a really good driver's car. Whereas the R34 feels more like this is something serious and I should be careful.
Yes, I agree 100%. The first day I actually drove this car on the highway, I scared myself.
Right.
Because I'm thinking, R34, I know how to drive, I play video games, I can do this. I almost put the car sideways going onto an on-ramp. Now, thanks to Nissan for putting all the traction control in this car, because it put me straight and put me back on the highway. I almost put it sideways going onto an on-ramp at like 80 kilometers. Which is not that fast.
I have a PlayStation.
Yeah,
I know how to drive this car. I know how it feels.
Okay, the second time I've driven right-hand drive, so now I'm shifting with the wrong hand. There's just a lot of things going on in your head.
A lot of things.
And I'm like, yeah, get on the highway, let's hammer it. And I was like, whoa. Well, Nissan's like, no, you can go straight, and they put me straight, and I was like, oh, thank you, Nissan. And I kept going.
Yeah.
So thank you for the car for doing a lot of the driving for you. But definitely a different animal.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate you letting us
anytime
see your car, and I'm sure we'll be doing more reviews and videos of this car in the future. And if you really like this video, just watch it. That's all you have to do. You can
listen to it,
Yeah, you don't have to click subscribe or like or anything. You just watch this video, and I'll be like, people like that video. Maybe I'll do more of those.
Did you know you can get Octane Monkey gear at OctaneMonkey.com? That's right, we got shirts, hats, stickers, even car parts. If you like this video, hit that like button. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button.